Hey, welcome to my garden, and happy Father's Day to all you dads out there. I hope you had a wonderful day. I got to spend it with my granddaughter, did some barbecuing, grilling. Yesterday I did some barbecuing, but today it's only about 60 degrees. I think that was the high. It got to like 60 degrees and right around 1 o'clock it just started raining. So it's kind of a dismal day. We've had a really chilly week. But check out my brugmansia, angel's trumpet. They're still blooming. They're still blooming. So we'll start with these and then we'll go from there. So let's take a quick spin around my yard. Okay, so we started with the angel's trumpet, brugmansia. You know, I'm just infatuated with these. They look amazing. Here, a little bit later in the afternoon, the scent just, I've gone on about this before, so I'll not bore you again, but take a whiff, take a whiff, take a whiff. Yes, oh, look at a fuchsia. A fuchsia is gonna flower. And you know, with the temperatures that we've had, I'd say in just a short 6 to 9 months, we'll actually see some open flowers. Here's my other fuchsia, or another one. I don't see any buds on it, but I feel like it's about time. My rhodogursia, and I have no idea if I'm pronouncing any of this right. I still don't know about these flowers. It's supposed to be the apple blossom rhodogursia. And the flowers are supposed to get up like this tall and then have kind of a pink apple blossomy. All that noise you hear, it's our water fountains. Oh, and look at all the poop from the hummingbirds. As they fly in, they poop at my wall. Maybe we'll paint that part of the wall brown. Oh, my Legularia. Legularia? Yeah, I don't know. Something like that. It's the rocket. That's blooming. I think next weekend that'll probably look a lot nicer. Gorgeous leaves though. I love those leaves. Ooh, and then this fuchsia, we talked about this one last weekend. It was starting to, it just looks kind of amazing. And here, let's see if I can show that to you. Right there, it's got a bud. Right there, there's 2 buds. So, you know, I keep saying, oh, in a week this is gonna happen. Then the weather just doesn't cooperate. So soon, we'll just say soon. This begonia, I turned it so it can kind of grow evenly. It's got 3 of them in there. Elephant garlic. You know what? I'm not a fan of elephant garlic. I mean, I love elephant garlic, but as far as a plant or a crop to grow, yeah, it's not really a patio plant, is it? Kind of looks like, well, we're gonna replace that as soon as we can harvest it. I think I'm gonna put a variety of delphinium larkspur there so I can plant it, enjoy it, and forget about it. Oh, here, check out my grass. A wonderful pot of grass I have. Walnut, I did not get around to up-potting the walnut. I'm going to put that in a big pot and let that grow somewhere until I can figure out what to do with it. The lavender is starting to bloom. Let's see what we got going on out here. What we got going on out here? See, the grass hasn't even grown enough to cut where we painted the table. Unbelievable. Let's not focus on the stuff not growing properly. Let's focus on the corn that's coming up. There's sweet corn. There's sweet corn. There's more sweet corn. There's a great big mole hole. But we've got sweet corn coming up. So maybe next weekend I'll clean all that other random stuff out. Oh, we have a volunteer sunflower. And I'll bet you that's not just your typical sunflower. Looking at the leaves, I'm gonna say that's gonna come out and it's gonna be kind of a burgundy color. Here are my cold hardy fuchsias, not fuchsias, hibiscus. I had heard about them before. The one's called Rose of Sharon, grows in a bush. And now I see these, and now I've seen them at the nurseries. Hollyhocks are budding. This guy back here, this, I don't remember the name of it, but I cut some of the stalks off and hoping it would bush out. Check out the Musa. The Musa. Love my Musa. That thing, top of that leaf is probably 15 feet tall. And there's a new leaf coming out right there. I need to get a little more nitrogen in the soil here. The yellowing on the leaves I found last year, once I gave it a dose of nitrogen, it would help. You know, and if you grow Musa and you found something that works really great for you, let me know. But what I found worked last year really good was, it's a avocado and it's a balanced fertilizer that's good for avocados and some fruit tree of some sort. And that had a high nitrogen. Check out the canna lilies. They're getting pretty tall. The ones in the back, there's the tall ones. These are the short ones, and they're supposed to be short, so they grow at a different rate. Oh, here, check out my pot people. My pot people had an accident. We're gonna call it a car accident. It was actually, well, they got a little heavy. But they're still growing nice. I love the Mexican feathergrass for the dude's hair. And she's got pretty flowers in her. Everything else back here is, well, I guess it's growing. Not much to see back here. The pampas grass, I trimmed this back, got all the dead stuff out before I planted it. I'm not seeing any, you know, giant popping new growth on it. But it's only been in for a couple weeks and it's sat in a pot for like a year. Oh, look at that, another molehill. Well, I'm not gonna get aggravated about these molehills. I had our pest people come out and gas the hills the other day. So hopefully that'll be the end of that. This is my popcorn. I think it's growing pretty well. I've never grown popcorn before. Here's my California lilac. I really like this. This is pretty. Little blue flowers. I water this area now. I haven't watered this area in like ever, but I'm watering this back corner now. I've got some laurel. I've got I forget its name. It's that bush it's one of the first ones that blooms in the spring. It's yellow. I need to trim that laurel though so that it does something other than just kind of hang out. And then my lilac, hoping that that's gonna do, you know, amazing and awesome things. Oh, check out the pumpkins. The pumpkin plants are starting to vine. Yes, I know I should have thinned them, but you know, they look really healthy. And my thought is, so I dug a big hole here and I put a heaping wheelbarrow full of stuff from my compost bin. I put that there, then I covered it with this Tagro soil. So I'm thinking there should be enough nutrients there. We've got my giant marigolds growing and some zinnias. Oh, and one dahlia in this one. And then those things with the yellow, that's okra. I'm growing that not because I'm a huge fan of okra, but again, because of the flower. And we've had such a cool spring and summer. I just don't think the soil is warm enough for it to succeed in life. Got a lot of mushroom growth down here. More dahlia, all kinds of dahlia. This one I was afraid, this can be crazy. Swan Island dahlias. It finally poked through. Happy about that. Gonna keep an eye on that. I gotta get these guys fertilized. And then I gotta check, I might come out tomorrow, see what the weather is. When these things, so these, all of them with the tomato cages are supposed to grow over 3 feet tall. And if you got one that's gonna grow over 2.5, 3 feet tall, once it gets about 18 inches, count up 3 leaves and then prune that baby. I pruned a couple of these, or pinched them back, if you will. This one concerns me. I gotta find a way to get that moisture out of there. It didn't rain. I gotta get that water out of there so it doesn't rot. And then this little guy, I've been treating him. I don't know what's eating him, but he must be delicious. Pink Duchess. And I am disappointed. Bashful has not yet to appear. So I'm thinking, I'm gonna be down in the area, Swan Island. I might reach out to them. I think that might be a bud on this guy. I'm gonna have to measure him and cut that. I might have to cut that off. I think it's too early to have a dahlia flower, especially if it's supposed to be 3 feet. Oh, I have not deadheaded this. This thing is so moist. It's so wet. Something with my soaker hose, it was like just drought. I cut it, so it's getting no water. It's had no water now for a couple days, and it's still really wet, but it did rain today. I love these. But we're gonna let that dry out and see if that'll give a boost of energy to this. Oh, here we got some roses. You know, rain and white roses, rain and almost any white flower, you get that rust. But that smells amazing. These are kind of a burgundy, or not burgundy, almost a purplish lavender. This is one I don't recall the name, but again, this one smells amazing. You can see my rhubarb. Let's see, I made a pie a couple weeks ago. Cut a bunch so the wife could make some strawberry rhubarb jam. It's amazing. The only jam I eat is her jam. Her strawberry jam is just, still waiting for that pop and awe here with the daisies. However, check this out. Here's a spot. Here's a spot. Isn't that just gorgeous? Just a hedge of daisies. And while we're here, check out the bamboo. It's getting tall. We've got branches coming out. Soon they'll all have solar panels and start really growing. I've got a couple brugmansia back here. There's one. There's one. And then, oh, here's one that's actually doing well. Check this out. This is going to be a pink one. This one is starting to be happy. We've got some sort of leaf miner. I'm going to start some sort of pest regimen on that, and the other ones, because I see there's a few on the canna lilies as well. Let's go back here behind the surfboards. And then we've got one more brugmansia, little baby one. Perhaps a little more fertilizer there. I don't know, it's just kind of, you know, I'm sure some of you are experiencing this as well, especially if you're in the Northwest. Our weather, I mean, we had a cold spring last spring as well. Look at this poppy. It's got kind of a extra thing going on. See how this one doesn't? This one does. So I'm curious if this is an anomaly, or if that's just part of the variety. So I was hoping for all kinds of different colors, but first of all, the purple ones popped, and then the salmon ones popped, and then the red ones are starting to pop. What I found is any of them that are bent over at night won't bloom tomorrow, but any of them that are standing up, like this one, that'll be in bloom tomorrow. That's about the rate they're growing. I love these. I'm looking forward to more opening, but then I am going to start removing them so I can unbury my pineapple tree. I have in here, I've got pineapple lilies growing in here. Oh, look at that, pineapple lily growing there. Need to cover that so it can get some sun. I have red hot pokers here. That needs to get uncovered, so I'm gonna let them bloom and then I'm gonna cut them down. So simple as that. Maybe next weekend I'll start cutting them down, thinning them out. I mean, some of the leaves are starting to curl. I don't know, I just can't get enough water in it, or maybe they're getting too much water in it. Oh, look here, here's another red hot poker. And then in here somewhere I've got another pineapple lily. Check out those poppies. I like seeing this color. I really do like seeing color out here. Ooh, and then, oh, here, we'll walk over here. You got to check out my bear's breeches. Not my breeches. Don't be looking up my breeches. The bear's breeches. Maybe you saw it when I was here earlier. This thing here, that's budding, and it's got, I see 3 stalks of flowers coming up. And those are supposed to really shoot up about 4 feet or so. So excited about that. And then once we get all these poppies out of here, then we can see if any of my elephant ears started to grow. Last year I didn't see them until after those got out. Let's take a quick peek at the tomatoes. I'm amazed. They are, I mean, look at that. Okay. They are, what, 7 feet tall? Okay, 5 feet tall, because it's a 2 foot tall, But my sweet 100s, cherry tomato, starting to fill up with flowers. This one, I don't recall the name of this one. It's got buds on it, nice and high. This has got flowers on it. This is my Brandywine hybrid mix of some sort. And there is 1 tomato in here so far that I can see. You see it? Let's see. Let's find my finger. Find my finger. Oh, there's my finger. Oh, okay, right there. See? Right there. That's a tomato. It's kind of misshapen, so I won't get too excited about that. Don't nobody look at the rest of my greenhouse. It needs cleaned. It needs cleaned badly. Some more hollyhocks here, budding up. Oh! I think my pomegranate is starting to break dormancy. You probably can't see that, but right there at the tip of my finger, that's life. There's life. There's life. It's actually color. It's starting to break dormancy. It is the middle of June. Those babies are supposed to have fruit by August. I don't know. Maybe I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I don't know enough about them. Maybe they're super fruits. Oh, pomegranate. It is a super fruit. Check that out. It's some sort of butterfly thing. Bush. Not bush. Plant. Oh, I didn't show you my butterfly bush. Oh, well. Next weekend. It's huge. It's amazing. Okay, so we've got our purple tansy. Look at that, how that grows. It just keeps putting up more and more and more and more flowers. It just keeps growing. And the bees absolutely love this. They're just going bonkers. Oh, and check out this other wildflower. That's pretty cool looking. That's part of the wildflower packet I got as well. There's another one here. So we'll have more variety of color, but at least the pollinators have something to get excited over. I've got my giant sunflowers. What do you do with this guy? Look at this guy. Some days he's standing up, other days he's laying down. You know, I think he's my kin. You know, he's just doesn't have a lot of energy every day. The sunflower seeds I planted came through, and you know what? I planted some more corn. I just planted a row of corn down there. Oh, and I got some giant marigold. I don't think I put any zinnias over here, but I did put some, what are those things called? Okra. I put some okra there. Let's see. Oh, check it out. We have a clematis blooming on the inside of the play structure. The rest of it, I deadheaded because it was all, well, dead. What else we got going on here? Oh, my salad garden. I finally have lettuce. I should probably harvest that, make a sandwich. I have no idea what this is. Probably cut some of that there too. Some geraniums. I got geraniums. Geraniums. More geraniums. Oh, sage. Probably about ready to trim that back, dry some, use some oregano, some thyme. Then what else we got? Well, we have our cardoon. To me, I feel that's grown some. This has got a new gnarly little leaf coming out. That's my gunnera. The existing one that I put there, I got to reach out to those guys too. And you know what? If you're going to guarantee something's going to grow, I'm going to get back with you. So I'm going to reach out to these people so I can get replacements. I'm just really happy the pomegranate got going. All right, I'm missing something. let's just take a pan through more begonias. I'm like, what the hell are those? Those are begonias. Oh, we got some flower action in there, some buds opening. All right, so that is my yard today. Forecast for the weather is getting back toward the 80s by next weekend. Some sun. You know what? I'll leave you with the Musa. I'm really impressed by it. You should be too. Hey, and if you haven't, if this is the first time viewing my channel and you're still watching, way to go. But go check out one of my first ones of the year in my Watch My Garden Grow series. You know, like episode 4 or something. You don't have to go back to episode 1 when I didn't know what I was doing and I was just droning on. Well, I'll drone on in all of them, but that's beside the point. Anyhow, go check one of those. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Be one of the first 500. And if you're watching this in the future and I've already hit 500, well, still subscribe. But spread the love. Until next time, happy gardening and enjoy your week. Bye now.